Welcome to A&B Horror Movies. I'm Aaron.
I am Ben. I'm still alive. I am still here.
Yes, yes, I know people were wondering.
It's
Welcome
been a
back,
long
man.
time. It's
It's
been a
been
long time.
a well, this is going to be fun. So today we are going to talk about movies that we've seen so far this year, perhaps movies we haven't seen, and some movies we're looking forward to coming out in 2025. So Ben, over
Yeah.
to you. What's the first movie that you would pick?
Uh, what did I watch? I watched The Presence. The Presence, I think it's called. It's told
Yeah,
from the
yeah.
ghost point of view.
Mhm.
Um, and if you haven't seen it, I won't do any spoilers, but it is actually a really interesting take on a film. Because when you watch it, it kind of, if you just caught the trailer, it looks like maybe a found footage style. But
Yes.
it's not. But it is because it's like from the ghost point of view, everything
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
seen through the ghost. But saying that, it's not overly scary, but there is some cool bits like things being moved about and stuff like that. So where it is told from that perspective, instead of like them coming into a room and going, "Oh, the book's moved," you actually see like the ghosts, not the ghost hands because they haven't got any hands, but you see the books like come up and then go on to it. So you'll see it, everything from that. So that is quite good. That's
I haven't seen it. Steven Soderbergh, right?
okay. Yeah, I just thought it was an interesting take, a different take.
Is it kind of like In a Violent Nature, where that's from told from like Jason Voorhees's perspective, for example? But it's not Jason, obviously.
It is. I would say I enjoyed this more than in the violent nature.
Would you
It
say it's a
wasn't so.
smarter film?
Uh, maybe the story's
Mm.
not overly complicated, but it's like it fills the gaps a bit better than with just watching the killer walk through grass for ages. If
Yes, but
not that that film was
cardio
terrible.
is important. Yeah.
Yeah, not that that film was terrible, but that
Yeah, yeah, no, it's
now you
good.
know how Jason feels when he's walking. I suppose
Yeah. Oh my God. And he never has to
got a
take a
pretty
break.
boring life for old chap.
So actually, I have one more question. So I haven't seen it. I hear that Lucy Liu is in it. Is that true? They don't show her
Yeah,
in the
she
ads.
plays a mother in it. It's quite good actually. Um,
Oh. Hmm.
it's kind of a. I don't really want to ruin everything. It's kind of a family on the brink of a sort of a breakdown, say.
Oh. Hmm.
That so, and it is
And
kind
there's
of
a
it's just there's yeah, and then there's the whole people thinking she's lying to get attention, the girl. So yeah, I won't get like I said, I don't want to ruin it for people, but if
okay.
you haven't seen it, I'd say watch it.
Okay, one more question. I hear it's a slow burn. Is that true? Is it like a good
It
Sunday,
is.
rainy Sunday
It
movie to
it
sit
is.
down and
Yeah,
watch?
it's a slow burn. It's not as slow as walking through tall grass, as I said, but it is a slow burn.
Mm.
Um, I shouldn't keep saying that because it's not a bad movie in a violent nature
No,
per se.
yeah,
I'm
no.
not
If
bad mouthing
anything, it's the sun shining. I might go on a hike later. You've
There you go.
motivated me.
Just get somebody to follow behind you with a camera.
Yeah, I'll put a mask on and scare the hell out of people. Um, gosh, I don't
Oh,
know. Okay, let's move on to the next movie. Why don't we talk about The Monkey? Osgood Perkins film. Um, Kind of comedic. The kills are a lot of fun.
yeah.
I wasn't sure what to expect going into it, but I will say that I really enjoyed the film. Once I kind of got into the tone and the kind of, I don't know, almost lighthearted
Yeah.
horror element of it. I had a lot of fun with it. I thought some of the kills were great. I guess my only complaint is that I feel like it kind of loses steam in the final acts. So it doesn't quite work in the very end for me, but overall, I had a lot of fun with it. I know you have this too, but
Okay.
I even bought the monkey
Yeah.
just to
And you
see
brought me
what would
one.
happen.
You brought me one. Mine's not here. He's under
Yes,
lock and key.
yeah,
Um,
that's smart because I bought mine just to see what
yeah.
would happen, and nothing's happened yet. But
Well, if I
we'll
get
see.
killed in a second, you know that.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it was
of course.
okay. It was the main actor in it, the bloke.
Mm.
He was on a show called The Gentleman, I believe, a Netflix show.
Yes,
Really,
I've seen
really
that.
good. Yeah, it's brilliant, and he's brilliant in it. He's good in this film. Was he right for this film? I don't know,
Mm, mm.
but
That's a good point. I actually
about
didn't think
halfway
about
through, I was
that.
like, right, I'm getting a bit bored of this now. So I wasn't a
Mm.
massive. It was good. I like the idea, and the drumming monkeys or the monkeys with the
Oh,
symbols
the
are always
symbols, yeah.
creepy. Are always creepy,
Oh yeah,
and
of course.
it is cool.
Hmm.
And it was good that it was done in a style of black sort of comedy instead of trying to be serious because
Exactly.
not have
Yeah.
worked as a serious film. So for that,
Hmm.
I give it some praise. But it wasn't my favorite.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a letdown, but I did pre-order a steelbook copy of it, obviously.
I
I don't know.
kind of
I
knew.
thought it was, I figured you would. I liked that I liked that it was kind of like the Final Destination films. It kind of had that feel to it.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, that had some cool kills. It did have some cool kills.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Speaking
So
of which, the new Final Destination was a lot of fun. I know you haven't seen it
I
yet.
haven't watched yet.
I did catch it. It's a lot of fun. Definitely go see it on the big screen if you can. It's
Will
worthy
do.
of a
Yeah,
big screen
definitely will do.
experience. Very entertaining. All right, I guess over to you. What's another movie you want to talk about?
What have I watched? Werewolves.
Oh
Is it
yeah,
Werewolves
yeah. Yes,
with
Stephen C. Miller,
Frank?
the practical effects.
Yeah, who's the guy in it? Frank Miller or something? Is it Frank Miller?
No, Stephen C. Miller directed. Let me see.
But his name's Frank something.
Grillo. Frank Grillo.
Frank Grillo. That'd
Yeah,
be one.
the big
It was
buff guy,
okay.
right?
Yeah, it was.
I
It was.
think he
It
lifts
reminded
some
me
weights.
of. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's it. It reminded me of The Purge with werewolves.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a good way to put it.
I think that's the best description. It was actually there was some good practical effects for werewolves, so
Mm.
I applaud that
Yeah, that
because in
yes.
a day and age of saying that a lot more films lately have been more practical effects.
Mhm, mhm. I think it's because horror fans are sort of demanding it and asking for it on, on social
Yeah,
media. They're saying, "Ah, the CGI looked horrible," and there is some CGI in the new Final Destination, which you sort of expect that. And I would
yeah,
say just go with it. The kills are so creative, but I really liked Werewolves too. So Stephen C. Miller, which you may recall, we talked to about a year ago about his Silent Night film.
we probably
I
did.
think he.
Yes, I can now remember.
I promise you, we did.
Yeah.
I think he did a fantastic job with werewolves. I had a good time with that one too. Um, cool. Let's see. What else have I seen? How about Hard Eyes? Just I have a
I
copy
haven't
of it
watched
right
that.
here.
Am I
This
going to watch it? Maybe if I catch it flicking over.
I would say wait till February because it's a Valentine's Day movie. It's a lot of
Yeah,
tongue-in-cheek, kind of fun slasher. Is
there's
it
just so many of
plausible?
them
No,
out
not at
there.
all. What's that?
Yeah, there's
Mm.
just so many of them out there. It's
Mm.
it's just. What was the last one I watched that was
It.
good? I enjoyed Eli Roth's film
Um.
Thanksgiving.
Oh
That was
yeah,
good. I
yeah.
enjoyed
That
that.
was good. That was a good holiday film. Um. Hard Eyes kind of has a scream. I know what you did last summer feel to it. Not very plausible. Like at one point, they're in a police station. They leave the police station and they're at like a drive-in movie theater. I mean, what
Yeah,
city has a drive-in movie theater right in the heart of it? I mean, prove me wrong. I don't know. I've never every drive-in
sounds
theater I've ever
cool.
been
Look
to is
for
like
that.
out in the middle of
I mean,
nowhere, not right next to a Target.
I've only ever been to one drive-in cinema because you don't really get them over here, and it was wicked, and we just don't get it enough. I think I watched Old. Is that the film? Old, where they're on the beach.
Oh yeah, M. Night Shyamalan.
Shyamalan. We'll get it one day.
One day, yeah, yeah.
That
Oh
guy
my
who likes
gosh,
to
I don't
binge
know.
movies anyway. But yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. I have not seen Old. I heard it wasn't very good. They did start to do drive-ins here when COVID was a thing. I mean, not when
this
it
was when
was a
COVID was
thing,
on.
when
Yeah,
COVID was happening. Um, I told you that story, right? We went to see the Friday the 13th, and
yeah,
you'd use Bluetooth through your speakers, and
yeah,
that
yeah.
that one sex scene, the audio kept going up and up and up. Had to turn the car off. Anyway, let's move on. Um,
You
is it
turn,
your
yeah,
turn?
yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
it's
tell
my
you what.
favorite part. Right, right.
Um, Going back to sort of like the
Mhm.
horror comedy, I watched, and I really not sure why I really enjoyed this, but it was good. The Death of a Unicorn with
Oh,
Paul
I
Rudd
haven't seen it.
and is it Jenna
Ortega,
Ortega?
like the salsa.
Yeah, it was really good. I enjoyed it.
Really? Okay, I
Yeah,
haven't seen it.
it's
I
got
heard mixed
the.
reviews. I heard it was a
I
miss.
enjoyed it, and it's got the guy who played. He's the young son in. Is it We're the Millers?
Yeah, the guy who sings the TLC song.
It's a
That
bit on
one?
the nut for the tarantula. Him.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
he's
Yeah.
in it. Yeah, it's really good, and he's quite
Oh, he's
funny.
funny.
But I enjoyed it. It was something different. Yeah, so
Is it like a quirky kind of A24 type of film? I don't even know if it's A24,
yeah,
but it seems like it would
yeah.
be.
I would. I don't even
Mm.
know if to say. The only thing that says to me that it's a horror is it's got that little bit of tone, and there is some gruesome kills in it. So
Oh, okay.
it's.
I'll
I would
check
say
it out.
you could. Yes, it's worth
I'll add
watching.
it to my
I
list.
enjoyed it. I
Well, another
enjoyed
one
it.
that I've seen that,
Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice.
yeah, let's not talk about that.
Okay.
I
Which
wanted
they're
to
going to
like
make
it.
another one, right?
Are they going to call it Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice?
Yeah, I'm guessing that's where they're going with it.
I said it three times, and I'm in my basement. Um, Companion. I saw this in the theater. I had a lot of fun with it. It's not really
I haven't seen
horror.
it.
It's sci-fi comedy, but it's a very smart film. Yeah, check it out. It even has like some Terminator vibes at one point. And there's one scene that's absolutely hysterical. Um, I don't even know if I can describe it, but I'm not going to say anything. There's one scene that's absolutely hysterical, and when you see it, you'll know what it is. I nearly died in the theater. It's so funny. There you have it. Companion. Check it out. Nice surprise with this one.
Yeah. What else do we have? Um,
Uh, Wolfman, Lee Wanell.
yeah, go on. Let's just talk about
I
it.
wanted to like it. In
You
fact,
know,
I wanted to
can I
like it.
just say, I'm so pissed because the Wolfman that was made before with uh
Del
Anthony
Toro,
Hopkins and
or yeah,
yeah,
that, yeah, yeah,
it got so much stick, and that's a great film. And this was
yeah. People hate
horrendous.
on that. Yeah,
I know this was shit.
I
Pardon my
wanted
language.
to like it. The chemistry between the characters didn't work. The story was kind of lame. The
It was like
effects were wasn't even
a
like a wolf.
virus. Yeah,
It was the virus. Yes, even like
don't want.
the breaths when you can see the werewolf breathing looked like CGI. I mean, I know it was, but I wanted to like it, man. And to be honest, it was one of those rare movies where I was so checked out that I took a nap in the theater.
Yeah, it wasn't great. I just
Mm.
that's what I'm saying. It was bad, crap.
The only other movie I think I did that in was In Time. I think it was called the Time Machine movie with, I don't know, Oprah Winfrey was in it.
I don't think I've
It
ever
was
fallen asleep in a. I have actually, yeah, when I took
so
my
okay. And, all right, now I sound like an
Power
old man.
Rangers.
Um, Wrinkle in Time, maybe. Um, I made a decision to fall asleep. I'm not like just watching a movie. I'm like, oh, I'm out. I was like, this is so bad. I'm just going to take a nap. Because sometimes, man, those seats are so comfortable. Or we should move on. I do sound like I'm an old man. Um,
They are nice seats sometimes, though.
yes, yes. Gosh, what else have I seen? I had picked a couple from Shudder that I saw
Go on,
that I
go
thought were
for it.
pretty good. Little Bites. I did interview
I did
Spider-Woman
watch
and
that.
Chrissy Fox.
Is
Oh,
that the thing in the basement?
Yeah, wasn't that
Oh
good?
yeah, I did. I got round to it. It
Yay!
was okay. It was okay. The
Okay, okay.
creature thing was quite cool. He had quite a
Mm,
seedy voice, didn't he?
yeah, yeah. Anyway, I really like that one. Bloody Axe Wound was a lot of fun. Speaking of
I
horror
haven't seen that.
comedies, that's on Shudder. Oh, I did see Ash, Flying Lotus's sci-fi film in the theater.
I haven't seen
And
that.
there was like a live broadcast of a Q&A with him and the actors. Aaron Paul, isn't it? The guy from Breaking Bad.
Okay.
Um, did you see 825 Forest Road, Stephen Cognetti's new who did the Hell House
Mm,
LLC? That was pretty good. And do you remember Ashlyn Clark who did I think it was the Devil Inside the Nunnery with she was Irish. Anyway, she has a new film out called
yeah.
Frewaka. I don't know how you say it, but it's a folk horror film I thought was really good. So that's one to check out too.
Cool.
Awesome.
Uh, what else have I watched? I watched It Feeds. It was okay. Had
Yeah, that was
a
good.
insidious vibe to it. Um, in a
Yeah,
way. It was
yeah.
okay. It was okay. Had some creepy bits. Again, a lot of films I get let down with where it just goes over the top at the end and
Mm.
not needed. I think that kills a lot of movies this day and age. But it was okay. Wasn't a bad
Yeah,
film.
I liked it. I liked it too. And as you know, I interviewed Chad Archibald, the director, and some of the cast members. That
Yeah,
was a fun one.
yeah.
Um, Actually, I went to see For Sale by Exorcist last night in Cinema Salem, and Chris LaMartina, who did the WNUF films, and Out There Halloween tape. What happens next will scare you. He wrote it, and his wife Melissa LaMartina directed it, and I highly recommend it. It was a lot of fun. And
Cool.
stay tuned; we may be interviewing them in the near future to talk about
Future.
For Sale by Exorcist. It was really funny. The premise was hysterical. She basically like cleanses haunted houses and flips them. Um,
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
it was really good. So I've got a list of movies that I haven't seen. Sinners I still haven't seen yet, but I've heard really
That
good
looks good.
things.
Michael B. Jordan. Is
Yeah,
that right?
yeah,
Yep, that looks
yes. It's
good.
like
I'm in for that.
Southern Gothic vampire tale.
Yep.
Looks good. Um, The Drop. Have you seen that?
No,
Do you know
no.
she's on a date and she's getting messages like kill your date or we're gonna kill your kids.
I think I've
It
seen a
looks
trailer.
it looks really stressful. Every time I've seen the trailer, I think
I can imagine,
this
yeah.
would stress me the hell out. I don't want to go. I'm not gonna pay money to go be stressed out. It's like just be stressed out at home alone.
It's go to work and be stressed out and get paid for
Or
it.
just work and be stressed out. Yeah, yeah. I wrote down
Um,
some. I haven't seen The Dam, which now I don't remember what that is, and I haven't seen Hello Road. Um, I don't really
the
remember what
dam, is
that is
that where
either.
there's like two people over side of the dam and there's some creatures down below? Is that right? Was that just
No, I,
me?
I did see that one. No, that's
Was that the gorge?
The Gorge. I did see that.
I haven't seen that. Any
It's
good?
kind of fun. The effects are pretty cool, and it's all like CGI monsters, and it's more of a love story, and that's where it sort of lost me. Um,
Hmm.
yeah, I mean, if I'm looking
Hmm.
for a love and horror, Return of the Living Dead 3, right? That's like the Titanic.
I want a
Uh,
love story. I'll dirty dancing all the way, man.
mm. Do you like
Good
Dirty
music.
Dancing Havana Nights?
That is my, as I've said on here before, that is my,
That's your comfort film?
that is, yeah, all the way, man. Bit of Patrick.
Do you reenact any of the scenes, like the ending? Do you like move the furniture aside?
No, I
I'm
wouldn't
just
bother.
messing. I'm just messing.
You'd never see me again if I was trying that. um, yeah, I've
Oh
not
my
seen that, so
gosh.
I've got to watch that at some
Oh,
point.
okay.
These are just films
Uh,
that maybe, do you know,
hmm.
not that I go out drinking a lot. because I'm not a big drinker, but I kind of watch more of my films that you mention with
This
a
is
hangover,
coffee, by the way.
and I don't move and just watch anything that's in front of me.
So if you were to drink more, you'd watch more movies.
I'd watch more films, yeah, I suppose.
I think you're onto something. Not that I would recommend that.
Yeah,
Stay healthy, man. Um, I was just saying this is coffee because you started talking about drinking, and I immediately took a drink. Coffee.
with
And
whiskey.
man, can I tell you something? I love this tumbler. I don't know if I told you this.
Yeah, cool.
Freddy Krueger has two gloves. What the hell?
He's not messing about.
Must be made in China. Who designed this? Is there ever a moment in Nightmare on Elm Street where Freddy Krueger has a glove on each hand?
Not sure. Don't think so.
No, I don't think so. We'll have to
No.
ask some of our Nightmare on Elm Street experts. All right, let's talk. Actually, before we talk about movies we're coming up, I just wanted to say that it was cool to see you in London last weekend. And
Yeah, it was fun to meet up. Yeah,
I'll flash some pictures of us meeting up in London.
yeah.
We hit FOP, Camden Market, and we went to
Blood Sport
Bloodsport,
Bar. That was
the
cool.
horror cult movie themed pub.
Football on one screen, Mad Max on the other.
Yeah, yeah, no, it was amazing. And so if you're watching and you're in the London area, check out Bloodsports.
Some spicy fries that nearly
Bloodsport.
choked me.
Yeah, it was the hottest buffalo chicken fingers I've ever had. Yet I
Yeah.
kept eating them. All right, let's talk about movies we're looking forward to. Um, I know what you did last summer. I think it'll be fun. Kind of hard to say from the trailer, but I'll definitely see it. And
Yeah. Um,
can't be any worse than what's the third one called? I still know what you did the summer before last. Something like that.
again, it's this whole it's all coming back. It's like the world of horror's gone.
Mm.
We're stuck. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna just spin this franchise off again and let's go for it. So let's see. I mean,
Mm.
as much as hate it to get, I enjoyed Blumhouse's Halloween films.
Yeah,
So I
yeah,
can't,
for sure. Mm.
but I hated Blumhouse's Exorcist. So there you are
Mhm.
again. Um,
Yeah, full circle.
let's see. Let's see. Is there another Scream being made?
There is seven, but I think
Oh,
everybody left.
oh.
They either got fired or
My,
they quit, or I'm kidding.
my
Um,
problem with this is
mhm.
how can there be another killer? Is everyone
I
related to
know.
each other in this town and pissed off because someone else has died? Or
Mhm.
America's pretty big place. This could go on forever. Do you know what I mean? It's
Yeah, yes. Um, I mean, think about it in real life. If you run into Sydney Prescott, wouldn't you just run away and like get
yeah,
away
there's
from
a lot of
her?
killers caught. So a lot of people die around her.
Yeah.
So where I'm going with this is
No,
Sydney
I
really the real killer of these movies?
wouldn't that be a
Ask.
twist? All along,
Yeah,
it's been her killing everybody.
yeah. So, but
Well, I think they're going to bring back the guy from the first one, the guy who plays Scooby-Doo. What's his name? Lillard, Matthew Lillard. I think he's going to come back. I don't know. There was a lot of controversy around that film. Remember, everybody was dropping out, people got fired, and
yeah,
there was even a meme going around that said Ghostface has dropped out of Scream 7. That was kind of funny.
we're I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. But you know we're going to watch it. So,
Yeah,
28 years later, I'm excited for that one.
I've not
I'm
been
excited.
sold by the trailers. I'm not going to lie.
Mm.
I will
That's the
watch it because
creepiest song in that trailer. It gets
mm,
stuck in my head, moving up and down again the way it goes.
mm,
I did watch 28 Weeks Later on the plane, rewatched on the plane home last week.
cool.
It's a lot better than I remembered. And there's like amazing cast in it. A lot of those people went on to
Jeremy
be like
Renner, right?
big.
Jeremy Renner's in the second one.
Renner, yeah, and Rose
Mm.
Byrne is in it, and Idris Elba is in it. I mean, all these people who, at the time, I'm like, I have no idea who they are. I did know Jeremy Renner at the time because who could forget him in National Lampoon's Senior Trip?
Yeah,
I see you've
I mean the
forgotten.
first one's always going to be
the best.
The,
Yeah.
yeah, but no,
Mhm.
let's see. I'm not gonna be too harsh on it. I can't. I've not watched it. Um,
Yeah. Well, I think what's his name? Uh who's the guy in the first one? Killian
Cillian
Murphy?
Murphy. Yeah,
I think they're supposed to do a trilogy, and I think he is going to be coming back. I heard.
that would be cool. That would be cool.
Hmm. So I don't know how they're going to make it a trilogy. It'll be like 28 years and a day later.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, I just
Again,
got to
where
say,
do you go? Where do you go with this? Is it goes to when you're running out of title, it's obviously time to stop, isn't it?
absolutely. Before I lose this thought, I just got to say, like, I know what you did last summer. That's one title of a movie where they didn't think about the franchise component. I know it's based on a book. 28 Days Later, I think, is another one. That's a tough one because if they continue in the vein of where they're going, it'll be like, what's next? 28 decades later in space, the virus comes back.
Don't give him the idea. Just don't do it.
It's probably maybe that's the trilogy.
Although zombies in space would be quite cool.
That would be
Maybe
cool. Yeah.
there may be something out there. Um,
The
I
confinement
am
of it.
looking forward to
Mhm.
weapons.
Yeah, yeah.
The
That looks good.
uh, the what's it? The little clip with just the children at first was
Mhm.
the teaser was amazing, and then the trailer kind of tells a bit more, um,
Mhm.
but again, still sort of shrouded in a mysterious type of vibe. So I'm down for that, and I did like Barbarian, which was a cool film. So
Oh yeah, Barbarian's very good. I hope maybe we'll get a physical release at some point. Um,
was there not a physical release of that
mm-mm.
with Bill
I don't know why
Skarsgård?
I think. Yeah, no, they never put it on
Really?
physical. Yeah. Isn't it like Disney owned I forget. Netflix.
Well, Disney are
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
corporation. They own a lot.
Yep. Yep. But we did get Hush on physical release, a 4K edition of Hush. So I have hope. Um, Megan 2.0, come on. How fun will that be?
Yeah, we'll see. That could be all right. It was an all right film. Let's. I'm not going to badmouth it 'cause the first one was all right to watch.
Yeah, I mean, I've got to say, if they don't have an unnecessary but totally awesome dance sequence, I'm gonna hate the movie. That's my only ask. Um,
Uh, can't really think of what else I've seen that I'm like. There's
The
Toxic
Conjuring is in me.
Avenger. Oh, the Conjuring. Let's go
Yeah.
to Conjuring first.
Mm,
No, I'm probably not going to go to the
no.
cinema and watch this. Again, I've watched the trailer,
Mm,
and again, it looks like a repeat of the third one, which was just over the top and boring.
yeah.
That's such a great story you could follow with that third
Mhm.
one, and they miss out the whole point of that, and then do some
Yeah, switch
crap after
gears
it with
and
a witch.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, too bad.
so I wasn't a fan of that.
I I mean in the trailer they like find out like why this case was their last, like the scariest case or something they've ever worked on. Like, well, if that's true, why didn't you start the whole franchise then
Yeah,
with that one? Mm.
and also I can't still ever work out why for their second movie they chose the Enfield Poltergeist. The Warrens turned up for literally 1 or 2 days at that.
Oh, really? In real life?
Yeah. So the blokey who's the scientist in that, who they made
Hmm.
look totally thick, by the way, which I wasn't happy with. He was the person that done the whole lot. He recorded it. He done all that. The Warrens turned up, offer them money to say, "Can we do this and do that?" And we're right. This happened, and they was like, "No." So the Warrens were never ever. They wasn't even there for Christmas. There was no guitar playing. Houses like that, council houses in London, do not have cellars or basements, and there was never a Velek demon. So just ruined the whole thing.
Oh my God. I had no idea.
yeah, that's my this video's rant. That's over. I've done it.
I knew we would get to it. Yes. And there it is. And there it is.
We
Um,
like our
uh,
rant. Yeah, no, it was. I wasn't a fan, and then I was
oh,
kind of.
uh,
I was wrote like dragged again by the third one. I was like, this could be
mm,
cool. The Devil on Trial. This is a really cool like story of a haunting, and then it was just
yeah.
skipped
Yeah,
that.
that's a weird one. It switches
Yeah,
gears like halfway through, and the first part's great, and then it just kind of goes down that weird
yeah. It's a shame.
storyline. Why didn't they just make something else up? I mean, like you said, they did that with part
I
two.
mean, I
So
think even the first one had a lot
mm,
put to it that didn't happen, or maybe it was changed in a way to make it look more cinematic. But
mm,
it's
true.
still scary. It still had like a really sort of horror, creepy vibe, which the second and
Yeah,
third one
yeah.
I just lost.
And weren't they actually, speaking of, weren't they involved with the Amityville horror
They
house in
were,
some
yeah,
way? But didn't
they
they
were,
say it
yeah.
was a hoax and they just walked away from it? Is that, I mean, then it turned out it all
I don't.
was,
I've
I
been
think it all
hearing a
was a
lot of
hoax.
um, I've been hearing a lot of news that the Warrens were kind of one big sort of hoax themselves anyway. So I'm not
Scam.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I love the idea of it. They have like that room with all the haunted stuff. It
Yeah. Do you know? I was going to say, even
yeah,
though I
yeah.
know you could stand there because, well, I don't know, obviously, but and you don't
Mhm,
know, but
mhm.
people say a lot of their stories were hoaxes and it wasn't real. I still wouldn't have the balls to go into that room and touch anything. I think I'd just leave it
Or
still.
open up the Raggedy Ann
Yeah.
doll. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, our collections kind of look like their room in a way.
Yeah. I
It's
mean,
just not
there's
haunted.
probably 99% of stuff in that room that isn't haunted or cursed, but it would be my luck to touch that 1% something that curses me. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. You'd be like, oh, this little Patrick Swayze statue from
yeah,
30 Dancing looks awesome.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a
All right.
duster. He's a
Yeah,
duster. They
yeah.
keep it clean. No, that's actually
The,
cursed. It comes
the,
from something.
don't
However,
touch that.
yeah,
Do you remember the TV show Friday the 13th in the 90s or 80s, 90s? It
kind
had
of.
had nothing to do with Jason and Friday the 13th, which
Yeah,
was a
yeah,
big
yeah.
letdown for me. I kept waiting, kind of like Halloween 3. I kept waiting for Michael Myers to come out. Um, but it was similar. It was about like this couple, and they were kind of like detectives, and they would hunt down like haunted, cursed, demonic
Yeah,
items. And they had a room like that where
based
they
on them in a
collected.
way. Yeah.
Yeah, it was called Friday the 13th. Um, I ended up really liking the show. I mean, once I got over the fact that it wasn't Camp Crystal Lake. Um, anyway, random thought there.
Yeah.
Well, dude, this has been a lot of fun. Those are our picks for movies we've watched recently, movies we're looking forward to, and movies we haven't seen yet. And actually, Clown in a Cornfield is another one I haven't seen yet, because I was in London when it came out. But I
We
hope to
will
see
see.
it soon.
Maybe I'll watch that if we catch it.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
I haven't watched a few clown films for a while.
Hmm. I think it's time for some clown horror.
Maybe I'll watch.
Mhm.
Oh no, you were saying as well. There's another Hell House before we
Oh
go.
yeah, I forgot that. The new Hell
Oh,
House Lineage, and I think it's getting a theatrical release. What did you
another
say?
one. Another
Another
one.
one.
How many
Well, of
times does
course,
somebody
of
have to go
course.
in with a camcorder?
I think there's a shot of, I don't know if the trailer's out yet, but there is a shot of that clown in a cornfield, I believe. Although maybe I dreamed that. I could be wrong. Don't hold me to it.
Yeah,
Cool.
maybe.
Well, there
But
you
there you
have it.
go. That's another one you're
Yeah.
looking for.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, man. Nice to catch up and always talk
Yeah.
some horror. Do you want to do the closeout?
Yep. Thank you for watching. Go to Instagram, follow us at A&B Horror Movies on there, and hit the like and subscribe because it helps us. Um, yeah. It's like I've never been away.
Yeah, and we're back just like that. Awesome, dude. Bye, everyone. We'll see you soon.